Have you ever told yourself, this time, I'll stay consistent in my Deen, only to find yourself slipping back into old habits a few days later? You start with so much energy. You pray on time. You read Qur'an daily. You make sincere dua. You promise yourself that this time will be different. Then life gets busy. You miss one prayer. You skip your Qur'an reading. One day turns into 3. 3 turns into a week. And before you know it, you feel like you failed all over again. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Because consistency isn't about being perfect. It's about returning again and again to what matters most. And in Islam, that return is beloved to Allah. We often think consistency means always feeling motivated, always being inspired, always operating at your best. But that's not real life. Even the strongest believers have moments of weakness. Even the most disciplined Muslims have days when worship feels heavy. The difference isn't that they never struggle. The difference is that they keep coming back. The Prophet Muhammad said, "The most beloved deeds to Allah are those done consistently, even if they are small." This hadith changes everything. Allah is not asking for perfection. He is asking for sincerity, persistence, and a heart that keeps returning to Him. So if you've been struggling to stay consistent, whether in prayer, Qur'an, dhikr, or personal goals, this reminder is for you. Today we'll talk about how to stay consistent, even when you don't feel like it. 1. Stop relying on motivation. Here's the truth. Motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes like the weather. Some days you feel spiritually energized. You wake up before Fajr with ease. You read extra pages of Qur'an. You feel connected. Other days, even the simplest act of worship feels difficult, and that's normal. If your worship depends only on how you feel, your consistency will always be unstable. That's why discipline matters more than motivation. The believers who grow aren't the ones who always feel ready. They're the ones who act even when they don't. They pray because it's time to pray. They read Qur'an because it's part of their routine. They make dhikr because their hearts need it, not because they always feel inspired. Remember, your nafs will rarely volunteer for what strengthens your soul. You must gently lead it. 2. Start small, but never stop. One of the biggest mistakes people make is trying to change everything overnight. They set huge goals. Read an entire juz every day. Pray tahajjud every night. Fast every Monday and Thursday. Memorize pages of Qur'an weekly. And while these are beautiful goals, they can become overwhelming if you're not ready. Islam teaches balance. A single page of Qur'an daily is better than reading 20 pages once, and then quitting for a month. 2 sincere rak'ahs every night are better than an ambitious routine that burns out after 3 days. Consistency thrives on simplicity. Start with one habit. Make it easy. Make it sustainable. Maybe it's reading 1 page of Qur'an after Fajr, making morning adhkar daily, praying all 5 prayers on time, saying astaghfirullah 100 times a day. Small acts, repeated daily, transform the heart over time. 3. Focus on identity, not just goals. Instead of saying, "I want to pray more," say, "I am someone who protects my prayers." Instead of saying, "I want to read Qur'an," say, "I am a person who nourishes my soul with Allah's words every day." Your actions follow your identity. When you begin to see yourself as someone committed to Allah, consistency becomes less about forcing behavior and more about living in alignment with who you are. You are a servant of Allah, and servants return to their master, especially when they stumble. 4. Expect imperfection. You will miss days. You will have setbacks. There will be moments when you feel distant. That does not mean you failed. Failure is not slipping. Failure is giving up completely. Shaitan loves to whisper, "You missed 1 day. You've ruined everything. Why bother starting again?" Don't listen. Missing 1 day doesn't erase months of effort. 1 imperfect day does not define your journey. Every single day, Allah gives you another chance to return, and returning is one of the most beautiful acts of worship. 5. Build systems that support you. Consistency isn't just about willpower, it's about environment. Make good habits easier. Keep your Qur'an where you'll see it. Set prayer reminders. Attach dhikr to daily routines. Listen to Islamic reminders while commuting or doing chores. Surround yourself with people who encourage your growth. A strong environment makes consistency easier when motivation is low, because sometimes your routine will carry you when your emotions cannot. 6. Remember your why. Why do you want to stay consistent? Not for appearances, not to impress others, not to check boxes, but to draw closer to Allah. Because every prayer is a conversation with your Creator. Because every verse of Qur'an is guidance for your heart. Because every act of worship shapes the person you are becoming. This journey isn't about perfection. It's about transformation. Slow, steady, sincere transformation. So the next time you don't feel like showing up, remember this. You do not need to be perfect. You simply need to be persistent. Show up tired. Show up distracted. Show up imperfect, but keep showing up, because small, consistent actions can change your life, and more importantly, they can bring you closer to Allah. And that is always worth it. If this reminder helped you, share it with someone who may need encouragement today. And in the comments, tell me, what is one small habit you want to stay consistent with this week? May Allah make us among those whose deeds are beloved to Him, and may He grant us steadfastness in our worship. Ameen.